Hey all, I'm a full-time music guy, and even if I'm not doing the music for myself, I'm looking to gift great audio gear to other people, especially with upcoming holidays and birthdays. So today's checkout, I grabbed a pair of Tagri noise-canceling headphones. This is the H08 series, and honestly, I've gotten a couple things from Tagri before, and I really liked them. They look clean. They seem to work well. The audio quality seemed really nice. So we'll unbox it here. We'll talk about some of the features. I'll try them on. I'll talk about what I think, being a professional and how they sound and all that fun stuff. A couple of really nice things. I saw online that what caught me immediately, obviously the active noise canceling, the long battery life. They claim you can get around 100 hours. I'm sure there are certain conditions on a charge. They are also supposed to be very fast charging. They're big earmuffs too. I love that. 40 millimeter dynamic drivers, ANC noise canceling. So some nice stuff in here. So I'm excited to check it out. Why don't we get into the box here and see what we got. So as we pull open our packaging here, we've got our manual on the top, and looks like a nice size manual. I may read this off camera if it's too crazy in terms of Bluetooth pairing or anything. But they actually just give you a nice rundown here of everything that goes on it. So we'll get into that here in a sec. As we get further in, we've got a really nice protective bag, and you can see here are the headphones. We'll go one thing at a time here. Bag is really nice just so you can keep it from getting scratched. It also condenses the headphones, so if you're putting them in a bag or something, you know that you're not getting your cables interlinked with other cables, or they're just taking up space. I also feel like when I put things in a bag and I'm traveling a lot, it helps them not like bend too far from where they're supposed to be. So I've broken some headphones because I haven't put them in a bag. So it's a really nice bag. I like the protective nature of that. That's really nice. So then we've also got an aux headphone jack. So if you want to plug these directly into your computer, maybe even use it for, plug it into your car or whatever. That's really nice that they include that. It's a nice cable. I don't need it today. We'll do a Bluetooth setup. And then here's our cable. It's a USB-A to USB-C. So really nice universal setup there. And then finally, before we get to the headphones, let's just make sure we got through everything. And that's it. So let's check out these headphones. Headphones are really nice. It's a nice big set of ear cups. Honestly, for, I'm about 6'1", 185 pounds. These look like they're pretty snazzy on the ears. Let's see if they, yeah. Okay, so on the inside, they say right and they say left. So really cozy. This is a really nice cozy set of headphones. Even without the noise canceling on, these really feel like they block out a lot of noise. So I like that mechanically just from the start that they isolate is really nice. If you're doing an airplane ride, you're in the car a long time, if you're just trying to relax and cut out some noise at work, that immediately is really nice just by the cups. The earphone cups are like a nice, like, cushy memory foam style thing. And then on the inside too, we have some nice foam. So the build there is really nice. Now on the top too, we have a memory foam squishy thing going on as well. So in terms of fatigue, these hit all my points of like, that's what I'd love. And you can see we've got a good range of how big you want these to be. So fitting a different set of, head sizes is really nice, especially if you're gifting and you don't know what the head size is. And then both these rotate. So again, if you kind of want to condense it down or anything, you've got the option, but they also fold in. So if you want to make it as tiny as possible, you can really downsize and work it. I love how malleable these are too. So it looks like on the bottom here, let's run through what we've got. Looks like we've got our active noise canceling button right here. It says ANC. We've got our power button. Let's just turn it on and see what we get. And it talks to you. That's really cool. Usually this blue-red means that it's trying to pair. So let's just go over to our iPhone or our iPad right here that it got paired up. See if it connects or see if it sees it. And it does. And I see H08 immediately down here. And it connected immediately. That's very, very big. Sometimes I've gotten headphones for people and their biggest complaint is these were hard to pair. So not today. And then you can see we've got our charging port right here. We've got our headphone jack here. And then we got a plus or minus And I'm pretty sure these all mean separate things, but plus or minus also tie to next track or previous track. So to turn on the headphones, like you said, I just held down the power button. To turn them off, you just hold the power button. And you can also turn A and C on and off. And then also button controls here. We've got music, hit the power button once to play and pause, plus the volume up or down once to go up or down in volume. Next track is a double click on the plus. Previous track is a double click on the minus. And you can answer phone calls on this too, which is wonderful. Answer a call with one click, end the call with one click, reject the call, and hold the power button. And then to turn active noise canceling on, we'll try it here. You just hold the button for 2 seconds. So pretty easy setup here. Why don't I listen and let's give a little audio review here. So we've got right, left. I'll play one of my songs, so it's something I'm familiar with, and let's see how it feels. Cool, and then I'm going to turn on the ANC. And it tells you when it's on. You can see that green light there. Oh, yeah. Okay, pretty good sound quality, honestly. The active noise canceling is really my favorite part. Frankly, if I was going to be like on a long flight and I want to listen to an audiobook or a podcast, these would be my first pick. They're very comfortable. They're very isolating, which I love. The top end is also pretty clean on it. Why don't we hold the... See if it shuts off. It did. Okay. So, yeah, the top end was pretty clean, and there's some decent separation here. I wouldn't say the low end is like banging loud like Beats or something, but in terms of like good audio, it does sound pretty good. So I'm a fan of that. And also for the price point to have all these great features going on, active noise canceling, phone calls, easy pairing. You know, they also have a headphone jack. Sometimes I've ran into it where I don't have that. Manual's there, headphone case is there. This would be a great gift, great birthday gift. Or, you know, you have someone in your family that's just wanting a good pair of headphones for, like, you know, working in the yard or traveling or something, and they want to be able to listen to a podcast without, you know, tons of road noise. These are pretty awesome. So overall, big fan. Hopefully this helped you.